Hey, g'day you mob, and welcome to the 2010 LS7s. I'm Bud Kelly, and once again I'm in beautiful Coffs Harbour. That's Gumbengi country. I'd like to take this opportunity to pay my respects to the Indigenous elders both past and present. I'd also like to thank the people of Gumbengi for making us feel so welcome. We're bringing you teams from all across Australia competing in both the men's and the women's. So stick with us now as we cross to BCU International Stadium for all the rugby action.
Here we are at the BCU International Stadium in Coffs Harbour for the LS7s for 2010. A big clash here for the Women's Bowl final between the Coonamble Cougars and the Brisbane Rebels.
That's right, Brad. It's state versus state, Queensland versus New South Wales. Let's see how it unfolds.
And we're underway in the Women's Bowl final. Getting underway, the Coonamble Cougars up against the Brisbane Rebels. And the Rebels ones with the ball right now, taking on their own line. They'll get a penalty there just past the 22. Very relieving at the start of the game. You're with Brad Cook along with Duro Sen. Duro, we're fired up about these finals.
Certainly are. The referee cracking down early. You've got to get away from the ball. We want a clean game.
Just taking the ball forward. These girls have played quite a few games here today. It's been warm conditions, much cooler here later into the afternoon. They turn the ball over to the Cougars in the green. Bit messy there around the ruck.
You're playing the ball on the ground.
And referee, as you hear, they're playing it on the ground, and it rightly gives the penalty there to Coonamble Cougars.
Quick tap.
Very hard to decipher from the numbers out there too from the Cougars. That black onto the green is quite difficult. As the ball's kicked down for the Rebels, there's a very long chase. Nicely getting back to clean it up are the Cougars. Charging down forward. Play will turn on the wrong side, but another penalty.
Off your feet. 12 white. Straight off your feet.
The penalties coming thick and fast early on. The Cougars, I'm reliably informed, that is the correct pronunciation, the Cougars, deciding to attack again, but the referee really cracking down on the early stages, but it had been a turnover, Brad.
Oh, it's a high tackle there too on the Brisbane Rebels. They're getting fired up out there too in the middle. They realise that this is a final.
Samantha Turnbull there, Brad, going too high.
It was a nice hit there from Sam Turnbull. And another big hit coming in there again. Oh, and the referee, let's hear what he's got to say about this. He's reaching into the sock.
Okay, you've had two in a row. 2 minutes, please.
Well, that's going to make it interesting.
Well, Zanitra Astle is going to the bench.
Very tough there on Zanitra Astral. She made the second high tackle, but the ref said 2 in a row, so she's got to go. Difficult for her, but he had to do it some way to stop these girls from tackling high. But they've got the ball now, the Cougars. Down the left, a little bit of an overlap. Good cover tackle coming across. The offload was there. Coming back, still with the Cougars. Lighter defence coming over the top as well. It was a very good tackle from it, but Bettina Cohen from the Rebels. Still got the ball. Good pass out wide. Great stuff there from the Cougars.
The Honourable Linda Volts, last pass.
Well, very honourable that pass was. Great work there from Linda Volts.
And Shannon Daly, the try scorer for the Cougars.
Nice play.
Misty Woodbridge was on the ground for a fair while there, and that just evened up the numbers 6 on 6.
So that came about, gentlemen, after sustained attack. A lot of penalties coming the way of the Cougars and some lazy defence costing the Brisbane Rebels dearly in the end by them trundling across the line. Good start, though, by the Cougars with a person down.
Tommy, 2 minutes, is it, for yellow card in the final?
Yeah, that's correct, mate. That's correct. And here they've missed their opportunity to convert the try because they're just too worried about getting back to halfway. So it's scorer's kick in 7, so it's Cougars got a kick. So
Well, that right in front too, you really can't miss those opportunities.
Mate, there's not going to be a lot of difference in these two sides at the end of these two halves, so the 2 points are going to count.
5 points to nil, Cougars.
Turnbull kicks that one off for the Cougars. Well taken too. Nicely right there by Cohen. Gives the ball out wider. Nice charge down there from the Rebels. This is Tulloch. Spreading the ball wide. Comes back once again to Cohen. She throws a dummy and she's mauled there by 2 Cougars defenders. The maul is forming around them as well. Ball's not coming out. Referee looking very closely at this one.
Looks like a turnover.
Who knows where the ball is in that.
This is great rugby.
Goes to ground. Oh, it comes out the way of the Cougars. Fantastic work there.
Melissa Southern.
Misty Woodbridge making a tackle down there as well, but giving away the penalty. And the Cougars, gee, they did really well to turn the ball over in that exchange.
Well, that was a great bit of rugby. That's traditional rugby, mauling in the middle of the field. A cricket pitch, that's what you like to see.
Here's Volts right now. Gives the ball out wide. This time it's with Astle. She goes to ground. Volts in there too, trying to maul the ball out.
Yep. Didn't retire there, Brad. Needed to go back through the gate, as the referee said. Another penalty right in front for the Cougars.
Oh, unfortunately the Cougars knocking the ball on, but it's played on, kicked ahead, but they will pack down a scrum here.
Rebels with the feed.
Plenty of talk going on there in the middle. They both want to win this bowl final.
Pushes on.
It's coming out the back of the Cougars again.
Tight head.
They've won all those exchanges, haven't they, around the scrums and the mauls. Still on the ground.
You can see how tight that Cougars group is. There's only one player wider than the ruck there.
Tom, how do you stay fresh at the end of a long day? These girls really look tired.
Well, one of the problems with the girls is they take it into contact a lot, and you use a lot of energy opening contact. You can pass before contact,
And
like
here
that.
they go.
That's fair.
Nice work there too from the Cougars. Comes out the back this time to Astle. Very good lead-up play from Sharpley. Well, we've seen some repeated penalties here. The referee's going to have a word.
Too many infringements on the ground. Next one's a yellow.
Misty Woodbridge, the captain for the Rebels, getting the warning. They tap and go ahead. Good charge forward, this time from Daly. Just too easy. Straight through and scores the try.
Shannon Daly taking advantage of the very short run to the line. But once again, the penalty's proving costly for the Brisbane Rebels.
Time's on.
We'll get things back underway. A good kick there from Martika Geary from the Rebels. Was a nice step too from the Cougars. Beautiful work there from Sharpley. Takes it up the middle. Takes the ball to ground now. Trying to get the ball away. Well done there too. Nice work in there from the Rebels, and Lon Tulloch getting the ball away. Ball pops out the back. Back to McGrady. No, nice dummy and step there from McGrady. She sees a hole off the right foot again. Oh, this is beautiful. McGrady's through. There's plenty of space. Is she going to go all the way? Oh, puts on the first points for the Brisbane Rebels in the bowl final. That was amazing football, Duro.
Sharon McGrady using her stepping. Let's have a look at it. Left and right, right and left, you name it. Dancing, prancing, all over the shop. And then she had the pace to get on with the job and score the try. What a great start to the second half.
Yeah, one of the things that you'll notice in the try is that when the Cougars are all bunched up there and standing still, she's able to step around them because she's got momentum and starts a little bit wider from the ruck.
Well, that's what they really wanted right there too, wasn't it? The Rebels, that gets them back in within a try. 10 points to 5. They do lead the Coonamble Cougars over the Brisbane Rebels. Bit of a state of origin match, this one, in the Women's Bowl final.
Queensland versus New South Wales.
The Cougars now with the ball again, trying to bring it back to the halfway. Good charge forward, and what a collision. A sensational tackle.
She's up. She's all right.
That's from the young Geary. How small is she?
Oh, have a look at that again.
What's the penalty for? It can't be for such a good shot.
Oh, it was one hell of a tackle. Volts, pivots, gives the ball back.
Ball stripped.
Oh, they've cleared it well. Tulloch again. Spinning around, comes back, gets the ball out to Geary. Geary throws the ball this time. Oh, nice work out there to Bettina Cohen. She's been pretty active as well. Ball goes to the ground. She's trying to turn it around and get it back. Cleaning out, Tulloch at the back. Forward comes Coolwell. She's brought to ground, a good tackle from Volts. Oh, kicked forward too, almost some dangerous play from the Cougars. Goes down, Tulloch with the clean out. Some good solid rugby in there, but not releasing the ball. And the Cougars, they've turned it away. Nice quick tap. It's Daly, I think. The double try scorer. She wants another one.
He's got to lay it back.
Not from the side. Not from the side.
Oh, no, there could be a penalty, but he warns her to go back. Well, there's a ruck with nobody there. Interesting football. Good ball out there from Bolt. Has she got the pace? Oh, she's got to go all the way. The Cougars are in for another try, and it's great work from Zenitra Astle. Scores it under the post, and the Cougars hit a 15-5 lead.
That's a second assist from the Honourable Linda Volts, and now she's subbing herself off.
Well, let's have a look at this. This is a breakdown. I haven't seen one of these. There's no one there from the opposition, and they decide to play on. And here we see with the run, well, there's no one in front of her. She's never going to miss that try.
What about that? There's absolutely nobody at the ruck. They all have their own little maul.
Great stuff. What a game. 17 points to 5.
They've got that conversion. That's a very handy thing to have.
And scorers will kick off. They get things underway again, the Cougars. Down to Geary. We've seen a hit. We've seen a run. Well, bad pass to Tulloch. She picks up the ball, charges forward. Good low tackle in there too.
Trina Kane did that. She loves doing that.
Great tackle from Kane. Charging in there again too. Blocking it from the ball. Cohen gives a pass out. McGrady kicks forward.
Oh, it's got to be a penalty.
Well, Cohen's offside inside.
Has to be a penalty. There you go.
7 offside.
Just getting a little too forward she was,
7
Bettina
white
Cohen.
offside.
And you can't do that. The Cougars, they get that relieving penalty. 17 points 5. They're looking very good here in the bowl final. Just takes the tap. Volts again. Kane sets it up. Oh, good runaround play there too, but just couldn't control the ball. They turn it over. Tulloch again, been very busy at the back of the ruck. She's brought to ground a good tackle.
Okay, no advantage. Knocked on by Green. Scrum down. White ball.
They'll pack down the scrum, and the Brisbane Rebels will get the feed, try and get the ball up the other end of the field. They're trailing by 12 points in this final. They need to be very active with only 7 minutes each way. This time the Rebels finally get a ball back their side of the scrum. It's with young McGrady again. Can she put on another try? Oh, just goes straight through. She is a freak. Down the left-hand side, too much pace, those flashy orange boots. They bring it around under the post for a try. And it's the Rebels. They do trail now 17 points to 10 with a kick to come.
Well, what a fantastic effort. Have a look at her. 2 defenders straight between them, and then she saw the try line. There was no stopping her from there. Just a really well-balanced runner, and she deceived the defenders quite well.
She's got some ability, hasn't she? Like she just summed it up really nicely, took on the defenders and just scooted through there. It's just a good one-on-one effort.
Fantastic with the ball in hand. Might have to be practicing the kicks for goal a little bit more, I think, though, Tommy. They have missed a couple. But I tell you what, when you get the opportunity with a bit of space, get the ball in the hands of Sharon McGrady.
She can scoot.
17-10, Cougars ahead.
Once again, taking their time here. Come on, Rebels, get the ball back to the middle. Not too much time left, but they are within a converted try. If they can score a try and a convert, they will bring it back to 17 points all. Kane back there to try and clean it up. No, but it's picked up. Looks like Daly might be the one with the ball. Goes back to Kane, who kicks it downfield.
Haven't seen too many of those.
Rough bounce there for the Rebels. Ruthie Bell charges back with the ball.
Takes her on.
2 there. Can she bring it back? But it's come out the other side of the Cougars. Good work from them. Astle again down the left-hand side. She loves it out here, and she will run away and score another try. That's a double there for Astle. She puts it under the post. She's done that a couple of times in this game already. And there it is, the end of the Women's Bowl final. We saw her pick it up and score and run away with a try. She keels over and takes it easy, but fantastic there for the Coonamble Cougars.
I'm really happy for the Cougars. They're a foundation tournament team, and that's their first real win in this tournament. They've been sort of pushed out the back the last 2 years, and now they've got a win.
22 points to 10, the Cougars over the Rebels.
Well done, ladies. Congratulations.
Thanks, mate.
Now,
Look, to thank all the girls for playing with us. We've got Darwin girls here, eh? And we play together every year. We've come across here. We always get flogged, but we scored tries this year and we just won the preliminary final.
We're here in Coffs Harbour on Gumbaynggirri country for the women's plate final. This time Giro played between two Sydney teams.
That's right, Brad. The Lapa Lovelies up against Waterloo. They played in last year's final, and who can forget that game? Some of the biggest hits I've ever seen on the rugby field.
It was fantastic. Eunice Grimes from Waterloo and Stacey Foster from Lapa Lovelies. Can't wait for them to go at it again.
The plate final underway here at the LS7's. The Lapa Lovelies on the right, taking on the Waterloo Storm. And we are underway. These two teams played in the big match last year. This year, they're in the plate as Waterloo Storm with the ball work their way towards halfway. Already some heavy contest in the middle. Strong defence by Lapa Lovelies. A break up the middle, though, by one of the top players from the Waterloo Storm. Impressive so far. Getting some good yardage already. Now they're inside the halfway. Pushing to the right-hand side again. The ball goes high. Supports there again as Hamilton also gets involved. Here they go to the right-hand side. Fending off. Tackler after tackler. Waterloo Storm only a couple of metres out now, but the ball's turned over and a kick goes ahead. But this ball goes way to the right-hand side. The referee's pulled it up.
Well, I'll tell you what, in there was some amazing tackles from Pamela Brown from the Lapa Lovelies. She's only tiny in stature, Pamela Brown, the number 4. But I tell you what, she pulled off some of the best tackles you'll ever see. She pulled off one there on Eunice Grimes. It was a bottler.
That's some dead set ticker.
All right, here we are in the plate final. Lapa Lovelies with the feed. Just out from their own line. Had to weather a bit of a storm from Waterloo, if you pardon the pun. Here they go for the clear. Ball goes out to the right. They're going to run it. Thought they might kick it. They draw and pass. That's classic 7's rugby. Here they go to the right. Great cover tackle on the far side.
We're seeing two different styles of rugby here today, guys, with these two teams. And the Lapa just want to spread it, and the Waterloo Storm are looking for little hit-ups next to the ruck. So let's see who wins out in the end.
I tell you what, I think that was a sensational cover tackle coming across from Taina Clark, who's been amazing so far in this tournament for the Waterloo Storm in the number 7. That was one hell of a tackle. Copybook 2, come straight across, put the head in the right place, and drove with the shoulders and the legs. Fantastic stuff.
Here's a line out now for the Waterloo Storm, just over the halfway line. Vital to get your set piece right. Nice jerseys too. There's a tip. Knocked forward by Lapa Lovelies, but the play will continue. They go sideways. There's a massive hit. No arms used at all. Advantage played for Waterloo Storm. Here they come out to the right again. Clark involved. She's been all over it today. Here they go, spreading it again. Grimes involved. Up the middle. They consolidate. Nice hit up there by Sparks. Ball's turned over though. Referee says we'll go all the way back. Big advantage. Let's hear what the referee's got to say here, because that was a big hit.
Unfortunately, we can't pick up the referee's mics at the moment. But I'll tell you what, there was another hit there from Pam Brown. She saw Sarah Hamilton come running back in field. Big collision. These girls are leaving nothing left out there. It's great stuff.
Certainly a great big hit. And as we remember from last year, I'm still shaking from some of those hits as Sarah Hamilton gets us underway. Trucked up in the middle there by Katrina Sparks. Keeps going. They're struggling to put it down. Ball ripped away beautifully by Tiffany. That's Lakeisha. They come down to the left-hand side. Ball in the foot. Picked up, though, by Waterloo. Nice and comfortably. Run straight at the defender. Fantastic work there. Continue to play.
That's a good kick down. Sophie Cabillo is the kicker. And Taina Clark's in chase as well. Getting back to clean up was Lakeisha Tiffany there. Did a great job.
Well, now it's starting to open up a bit, isn't it? Like they're moving it from side to side, having a crack at it, and starting to move the ball.
Attacking scrum. Right-hand side. Waterloo with the feed. Referee wants to stabilise the scrum. Here we go. Oh, that's a tight head. That's a timely win by the Lapa Lovelies, but under pressure already. Taken in the in goal. The ball is all over the place. Referee says held up.
Oh, they'll be disappointed about that. The front three there for the Lapa Lovelies. Kayla Longbottom put the leg in there, pulled the ball back, and to see yourself having to pack another scrum and give the ball away, they would be very disappointed.
Scrum to go down again. This is a battle of attrition, this game. We've seen some high-scoring efforts in Coffs Harbour today, but now we're getting closer to the big prizes. Games are tightening up. There's another tight head. Unbelievable work by the Lapa Lovelies. Glenn Ella is a set-piece genius. Here they go to the right. Pretty lazy passing it there in the end, and lucky to get away without knocking the ball on. Ball's just gone down midfield here. It'll be picked up by Waterloo. Referee says play on. No, there's a penalty.
Well, very unlucky, actually, the Lapa Lovelies. Eunice Grimes did come in late on one of the players, not really offering the arms in a tackle, and the penalty could have went the other way. So very lucky here they are, Waterloo Storm.
Got to get one arm around in the tackle. If you make a full shoulder charge in this game, you will be penalised. It can be severe. As we see Katrina Sparks doing the hard yard. She's done well for them all day. Truck